kindly take our seats. Your Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, Your Excellency Azali Assoumani, President of the Union of Comoros, Your Excellency Dr. Emmerson Mnangagwa, President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Your Excellency Dr. Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Your Excellency Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi, Your Excellency Russell Dlamini, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Eswatini, Your Excellency Mustafa Modly, Prime Minister of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Your Excellency Chileshe Mpundu Kapwepwe, Secretary General Comesa, Assistant Secretary Generals of Comesa, Your Excellency Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Chair of the African Union Commission, Your Excellency Wamkele Mene, Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, Your Excellency Major Retired Jessica Alupo, Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency Ambassadors, including ambassadors and representatives accredited to Comesa, the Nairobi County Governor, Honorable Johnson Sakaja, Cabinet Secretaries and Ministers present, Principal Secretaries present, senior government officials from various countries represented, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. To start us off, we invite you all to experience with us an artistic production comprising of cultural and contemporary sounds alongside scenic sights of Kenya. This piece of art is put together by Kenyan youth, and let us now embark on this musical journey of entertainment. Musical team, welcome.
have data, real-time data for seasonal planning for crops, as well as trade. And its second phase of extension has enlarged the coverage and brought about tools that target small-scale holders, especially women and youth. Livestock fisheries has seen achievements and improvements when it comes to veterinary services to fight better diseases, and now we have initiatives that target markets. This is specifically for pastoral communities. The Blue Economy Program is continuing to promote the sustainable management of fisheries and products coming from there. Regional government, given the role that has been played by the continent to date. For industrial development and value addition, Comesa has supported modernization of key sectors such as agro-industry and the pharmaceutical industry. And this is through targeted aid for the local content. This has increased the competitiveness of SMEs and the creation of employment, especially for the enterprises that are owned by youth and women. We have an industrial park, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and there are initiatives to enlarge this and to strengthen collaboration when it comes to value chains and harmonization of standards in the pharmaceutical sector, and this thanks to capacity building when it comes to regulation and the laboratory aspects. Now we have sustainable investments that have helped Comesa to have some achievements when it comes to inclusive and sustainable investments. These investments went from 12% from direct foreign investment to 22%, and this thanks to renewable energy and resilient agriculture, especially in Egypt and Kenya. This direct foreign investment towards Comesa that has gone from 55% to get to $65,000 billion in 2024. This is the highest growth for the other economic blocks. Egypt, Ethiopia, Uganda, DRC have represented 90% of the total of direct foreign investment in the region. Excellencies, heads of state, heads of government, distinguished delegates. The regional integration program of Comesa depends on our capacity to have in place good infrastructure, which is going to allow people to move around, goods to move around across our borders. When it comes to free movement of persons and goods, 21st October 2023, the summit that was held in Bujumbura, I know now that members from member states of Comesa came without paying visa for a short stay in Burundi, because we look forward to improve, finally, the question of visa. Beyond that, we have strategic corridor, we have border posts, one-stop border posts. This is an priority. We need to improve our corridors so that we can ease the movement of people and goods. The program of transit facilitation implemented by SADC and EAC, this has contributed to harmonize the regional regulations when it comes to road transport and transit systems. This has allowed to reduce until 30% the time that is taken at the borders in our pilot corridors. However, under investment, inadequate maintenance, this limits the competitiveness of Comesa when it comes to regional logistics at the regional level and at the world level. We have had now good mobile coverage and up to 90% in most of our countries. Among other achievements in ICT, we could say coming up with the harmonized framework for roaming and interconnection and free access to fiber optic. This thanks to a program that is going on in the Indian Ocean, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, with the support of the EU. However, internet connection is at 40% in the rural areas in most of the member states. We need to bridge this numeric or digital gap. As we look forward to do away with this gap, we thank the World Bank, which has invested 42.2 billion, and this is targeting inclusive digitization in Africa. This initiative looks forward to increase the users of fast-speed internet, and this will help a lot of women during the 8 years of implementation of the project. Energy connectivity remains an obstacle for industrialization and regional integration. In Comesa, EAC, SADC, we have just had very small progress when it comes to trade in electricity in the region during the time 2021-25. Given less electricity and lack of policies when it comes to prices that are not harmonized. In the energy sector, we could say we have come up with standards to deal with the solar. We have frameworks for PPPs and capacity strengthening when it comes to funding of this infrastructure, as given by the World Bank and other initiatives that look forward to fast-track the efforts to have affordable energy. This program is going to make sure that we have clean energy, targeting 100 million members of the population, putting emphasis on access to renewable energy. Ladies and gentlemen, heads of state, heads of government, distinguished guests, the theme to optimize digitization, to strengthen value chains, to have inclusion and sustainable work. As we work together to have this integration, when all this is used correctly, ICT tools can reduce the cost of transactions, improve transparency, of the supply chains and optimize logistics. And this is why all the enterprises of Comesa are going to become competitive, not just at the regional level, but at the world arena. As you know, major obstacles of trade in Africa is the absence of transport infrastructure and integrated logistics supported with technology like blockchain, AI, and cloud computing and others. The correct use of these technologies is going to contribute to guarantee production processes, distribution which is efficient and effective. This is going to make sure that at the border level, work is done, be it at the social aspect, etc. Comesa has put in place very targeted programs to empower the youth and the women. We have a digital platform. 50 million African women have the floor, and this is put in place through initiatives that enable the youth to come up with policies. It's very important for us all to work towards empowering women and the youth in the region. Trainings are proposed to women to help them to come up with ideas, to develop their ideas. We encourage women, youth, to be in leadership and participate in decision-making processes so that we can have gender equity. When it comes to the governance program on peace and security, Comesa concentrates on prevention of conflicts thanks to the structural assessment of vulnerabilities and strategies for mitigation. Comesa has very good cooperation in this work with the Department of Peace and Security from the African Union Commission and the assessment by peers. Elections are going on in a number of Comesa countries. Heads of state, heads of government, distinguished guests. Despite the successes, we have challenges to deal with when it comes to integration. We have the responsibility to see how we allow our traders to move freely in our region so that we can help them to respect the commitments at the continental level. We really need to work so that our integration program is a success. We need to resolve the paradox. We need integration, yes, but we depend heavily on external donors.